So I'm here with Ted Maker, author of All Right, Right Now, Practices to Suffer Less and Savor More in Each Moment of Your Life. And not only are you an author, you are also my dad.
Hi, Kara. It's good to see you. Thank you for inviting me down to Charlottesville, and I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, so we are here to talk a little bit more about this book. And if you can start off, what is it about?
All Right, Right Now is really a handbook for anyone who wants a pragmatic approach on how to feel better about themselves as they go through the day. More specifically, it is a number of practices that can help a person suffer less, learn to savor more of the moments, and revive their innate sense of all right, right now.
And what is that sense of all right, right now?
All right, right now is not the all right that you frequently hear when someone says, are you all right? This is ALL, right now. And it's that feeling when you are fully engaged in the moment, you are well aware of your brain's constructs as well as your true nature. There's an upswell of well-being. You know you can manage the situation as to the best of your abilities, and you just feel you are as good as you possibly can be at that time. And that's what I like to call all right, right now.
Right. And what would you say is unique about this book?
I think there's two things about it. First of all, we set a framework around suffering as being an output of normal brain function. And understanding that, it's then easier to begin to change some of the patterns that your brain has. Secondly, it's all about doing it in the moment that you're having the feeling. And at first I thought that would be difficult, but it's a wonderful feeling when you feel something coming on, you're able to change it, and that actually uplifts you a bit and creates a sense of all right, right now.
And Dad, can you take us back? Where did the idea for this book come from?
Well, I guess it's best to start with the problem. And the problem is I've had a wonderful life. When I look back over my 70 years, it's been a wonderful life. But for many of those moments, I had doubt. I felt guilt. I felt shame. I became an expert at worrying. And those feelings have come along with me all my life, and I just decided it was time to get rid of that. And so two threads really came together for me to understand and start on this book. The first was through a meditation practice, I realized that there are very few enlightened people, but there can be many enlightened moments, which kind of got me interested in what's happening. And then the second thing was a book by the neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett, How Emotions Are Made. And she actually shows how your brain constructs what you're experiencing in the moment. So those two things together really led me into an investigation on how to be all right, right now.
And so I've had 36 years of dad advice, so I'm a little bit biased about this question. But for the readers out there, why are you qualified to write this kind of book?
Well, I have 70 years of the problem, so I sort of understand what the problem is. But I think what I really bring to this is I took almost 5 years of researching, reading different books on mindfulness, on cognitive behavioral therapy, on ACT techniques, on neuroscience. And I really tried to find experts because there are a lot of people out there who are very knowledgeable about the brain and some of the things that are going on to it. And what I did is I tried to take the best that they offered and apply it to the moment and what I wanted to do. And the result of that investigation is the book that you're now holding.
And what is it? I think there's like 8 pages of references at the end of the book.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely very well researched. So this book is structured. You begin with that overview of brain function, and then you go into some core practices.
Yes.
If you were to boil the book down to one practice you want the reader to really take away, what would that be?
There's no question that unless you can direct your attention to awareness, you won't make any progress. And the practice to do that is called the STOMP technique. It's right out of cognitive behavioral therapy. And STOMP is the acronym for stop, take a breath, observe, do a mindful shift, and then pat yourself on the back or celebrate it. Once you begin to do that, all the other practices flow very naturally, and you'll end up feeling all right now.
All right. And what about your favorite part of this book?
Oof. I think for me, I have two favorite parts. The first favorite part is the use of the wannabe tree and the creation of a wannabe tree as a way to really reveal and have with you your true nature and your true self. And that's incredibly valuable as a centering point as you go through the day. And that image just has worked fantastically for me. The second thing is, frankly, a poem that I wrote. And you having read the book, you know it's filled with little ditties and poems throughout it. There's one called Just Row the Damn Boat. It's a parable on how to transition through change. And I really like that poem.
And some of these poems are now up on your YouTube channel.
Correct.
So as you researched and as you wrote the book, did anything surprise you through this journey?
I think, again, two things. The first is, as I approached all of this, I was concerned is, can I alter things in the moment that the experience is occurring? And you can. And I was very pleased as I got better at stomping, as I better understood the constructs that my brain was creating in the moment, I was able to manage them much better. So that was one really positive thing. I think the other thing that has happened to me now, and I want it to happen to anyone else who does it, you will reach a tipping point where the majority of time you will feel all right now. And when you stomp, or actually it becomes so natural you don't realize you're doing it, you will say, well, what's preventing me from feeling good right now? And that's very different, because at the start you got to identify all the things that you have to overcome in order to get there. And so once you're there, it's a wonderful place to be.
All right. And for the listeners out here who are intrigued, where can they find you? Where can they find this book?
Well, I've started an All Right Now YouTube channel, and if you go there, there are both the seminar series, which kind of parallels the book, or there are also snippets, which are just particular elements from the book, which I do in 2 or 3 minutes, so you get to spur your thinking as well as to give you reminders. Then, of course, you can go to Amazon Books and just search in their search screen, All Right Now by Ted Maker, and it'll take you to the book or to the Kindle electronic version of the book.
And I read it. I loved it. Filled with so much practical exercises and tidbits, and really ways to rethink how you're experiencing each moment. So thanks for writing the book, and thanks for being here to do this interview.
Thank you for having me.